Back to Curry. Lovely dribble, puts it up. Oh.
From NBA courts to Olympic glory, join us as we unpack the thrilling story of how the U.S. basketball dream team dominated the 2024 Paris Olympics. Get ready for an insider's look at the assembly, preparation, and triumph of one of the most formidable squads in basketball history. Hey there, Hoops fans, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the incredible journey of the U.S. men's basketball team at the 2024 Paris Olympics. Don't miss this, because this story is packed with more star power than an all-star weekend. Let's rewind to 2022. The Golden State Warriors had just clinched their fourth NBA championship in 7 years, and during the flight back to San Francisco, Stephen Curry mentioned to Coach Steve Kerr that an Olympic gold medal was the only accolade missing from his impressive collection. Little did Curry know this casual comment would spark a chain reaction leading to one of the most star-studded Olympic teams ever assembled. Now, before we get into the details of the 2024 team, it's crucial to understand the context. Team USA's recent performance in international competitions had been less than stellar. The squad finished a disappointing fourth at the 2023 FIBA World Cup, which served as a wake-up call for USA basketball. It was clear that a change in strategy was needed to reclaim their position at the top of the basketball world. This setback prompted LeBron James, who hadn't played in the Olympics since 2012, to take action. James began reaching out to fellow NBA superstars, initiating conversations about forming a dream team for the Paris Olympics. His efforts didn't go unnoticed, and soon other basketball icons started showing interest in joining the cause. Kevin Durant, an Olympic veteran with 2 gold medals already under his belt, was quick to express his enthusiasm for the project. Durant's experience and leadership would prove invaluable in the months to come. Meanwhile, Curry, true to his word on that fateful plane ride, committed to joining Team USA for the first time in his career. With James, Durant, and Curry on board, the 2024 Team USA was already shaping up to be a formidable force. But USA basketball director Grant Hill and his team weren't done yet. They set their sights on addressing one of Team USA's historical weaknesses: the center position. Enter Joel Embiid, the reigning NBA MVP and recently naturalized American citizen. Embiid, who was also eligible to play for France, was persuaded to join Team USA, adding a dominant presence in the paint. This move not only strengthened the American squad, but also weakened a potential rival in the host nation. The assembly of this super team wasn't without controversy. Hill took an unconventional approach to team selection, opting for direct invitations rather than the traditional tryout process. This decision led to some notable omissions, including Jaylen Brown, who had impressed in recent NBA playoffs. Despite the criticism, Hill stood firm in his selections, prioritizing a mix of superstar talent and specific skill sets that he believed would mesh well on the international stage. The final roster was a basketball fan's dream: LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, Jason Tatum, Bam Adebayo, Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, Drew Holiday, and Kawhi Leonard. However, Leonard would later be replaced due to injury concerns, with Derek White stepping in to provide additional defensive versatility and leadership. Once the team was assembled, the real work began. The players gathered for an intensive training camp in Las Vegas, where they had to quickly build chemistry and adapt to the international style of play. Coach Steve Kerr, assisted by Eric Spoelstra, Monty Williams, and Mark Few, implemented a system that would maximize the team's strengths while addressing potential weaknesses. One of the key focuses during preparation was adapting to the FIBA rules and court dimensions. The shorter three-point line and the more physical style of play allowed under international rules required some adjustment, even for these NBA superstars. The coaching staff emphasized the importance of defensive rotations and ball movement, knowing that individual talent alone wouldn't be enough to secure gold. The team's first exhibition game, a convincing win against Australia, showcased the potential of this star-studded lineup. However, it also highlighted areas that needed improvement, particularly in terms of defensive communication and adapting to the more stringent traveling calls in international play. As the Olympics approached, the anticipation reached fever pitch. Basketball fans around the world were eager to see how this team of NBA giants would fare against international competition. The pressure was immense, with anything less than gold considered a failure for such a talented squad. When the tournament finally began in Paris, Team USA hit the ground running. Their opening game against Iran was a statement of intent, resulting in a 120-66 blowout that sent shockwaves through the competition. The team's incredible depth was on full display, with all 12 players contributing meaningful minutes and scoring in double figures. As they progressed through the group stage, Team USA continued to dominate, but not without challenges. A close game against Spain served as a wake-up call, with the Americans trailing at halftime before rallying in the second half to secure a 98-88 victory.
A clear out. They zone it up on it.
This game highlighted the importance of maintaining focus and intensity throughout the tournament. The knockout stages brought even stiffer competition. In the quarterfinals, Team USA faced a tough Australian squad led by Patty Mills and Joe Ingles. The Boomers' cohesive play and outside shooting kept the game close. But ultimately, the Americans' superior talent prevailed in a 110-95 win. The semi-final matchup against Serbia was highly anticipated, given Serbia's success in recent international competitions. The game lived up to the hype, with Serbia's disciplined offense and tough defense pushing Team USA to its limits. However, clutch performances from Durant and Curry in the fourth quarter secured a 105-95 victory and a spot in the gold medal game. The final against France was a fitting climax to the tournament. Playing in front of a partisan home crowd, the French team, led by Rudy Gobert and Evan Fournier, came out strong, matching the Americans basket for basket in the first quarter. However, as the game wore on, Team USA's depth and talent began to take its toll. Curry in particular seized the moment, showcasing why he's considered one of the greatest shooters of all time. His long-range bombs and crafty finishes around the rim demoralized the French defense. James and Durant provided steady scoring and playmaking, while Embiid dominated the paint on both ends of the floor. As the final buzzer sounded, Team USA emerged victorious with a 118-87 win, securing the gold medal and reaffirming their status as the world's premier basketball nation. The scenes of celebration that followed were a mixture of joy, relief, and pride. For veterans like James and Durant, it was a reaffirmation of their greatness on the international stage. For first-time Olympians like Curry and Embiid, it was the realization of a lifelong dream. The impact of this victory extended beyond just the players on the court. It reinvigorated interest in international basketball in the United States and set a new standard for future Olympic teams. The blend of established superstars and rising talents proved to be a winning formula, one that USA Basketball will likely try to replicate in future competitions. Looking ahead, questions naturally arise about the future of USA Basketball. Will we see another super team in 2028? How will the next generation of NBA stars carry the torch? Only time will tell, but one thing's for certain. The 2024 team has set the bar incredibly high. As we reflect on this historic Olympic campaign, it's clear that this U.S. men's basketball team will go down as one of the greatest ever assembled. They not only dominated on the court, but also showcased the very best of what basketball can be: teamwork, dedication, and the pursuit of excellence. That's all for today, folks. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2024 Olympic basketball team, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more NBA and basketball content.